This is a huge problem for people trying to be healthy. Do you realize that nowadays, almost everything you eat, everything you'll find will be considered unhealthy? You know, peanut butter or any kind of nut butters that used to be considered healthy. Now, people are saying, okay, nuts contain anti-nutrients. It's unhealthy now. Okay, you can't eat peanut butter. What else? Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds have an enzyme or something in them that reduces your testosterone or reduces the inhibitor to testosterone. So bam, you can't eat that anymore. That was considered healthy. You've got all kinds of foods that are considered unhealthy. Okay, then there's the basic stuff. You can't eat any sugar. You can't eat that. Okay, seed oils. You've got seed oils in everything. And you gotta realize, is this really serving you? If you end up eating it anyways, if there's seed oils in everything, pretty much so many things, if you go out to eat and you're gonna end up eating seed oils, you gotta think about the placebo effect. You've got two people going to eat to a restaurant. You've got one, he is into health. He is aware that, okay, this is a nice restaurant, but they're still probably gonna use seed oils and there's still a few things that are not perfect. He's aware of that. He cares about his health. He's still gonna eat there, but he's kind of like, oh shit, this is unhealthy for me. This is a cheat meal. Then let's say he's with someone, okay, they're gonna have a bit of dessert. He's like, oh no, this is unhealthy. Do you think that's gonna affect him positively versus the other person who goes to eat at this restaurant? And for him, he's like, oh, this is a nice restaurant. This is healthy. Oh, a bit of dessert won't hurt. And you've got the placebo effect. You've got almost ignorance is bliss in this case. But obviously, there's a balance in between. You don't want to be health obsessed where you feel guilty about everything you eat. Because I made a video recently where I talked about the importance of energy concerning food. How not every food is going to be perfect with the nutrients and everything, how healthy it is. But what you can do is give it good intentions. You give it good energy, you give it love, you do a small prayer before you eat, all kinds of things. I'll link that video in the description if you want to check it out. To be conscious when eating and how that is the most important part, because that is the part you control. You don't control if the food in the kitchen, the chef is screaming, he's bringing bad energy to the food, then you consume that food. How fresh the food is, all of that, frozen versus fresh food. But you can control how you act towards the food. But then, like I'm talking about in this video, there's also the placebo effect. So if you're obsessed with your health, well, even if your Instagram feed is full of things like, oh, this is good for you, this is bad for you, it's not even necessarily all true. Because think of extreme diets. You've got people saying, eat raw meat, eat a primal diet, this is the best thing for you. And then you've got people saying, no, eat vegan, eat no meat, eat completely plant-based. So if there's both extremes, imagine people telling you, okay, peanut butter is bad. Then they're saying, this is bad, this is bad. You can find people saying almost anything is bad. And you can also find people saying peanut butter is good. But the point is, negativity sells, right? It's like the news. If you're creating strong emotions, that's what's going to be pushed. That's what's going to be popular. So a lot of times, if you're into health, you're going to be reminded of the things to avoid. The things that are good too, but a lot of times it's the things you should avoid. So when you're made so aware of these things you should avoid, which are not even necessarily true, like you're really just placeboing yourself into like, all the food I eat is bad, pretty much. Like since you think, oh, this is bad, and you eat it anyways, now you've got a placebo effect of this is bad for me. And even if it's not necessarily bad for you, it's gonna not be good for your body because you think it's bad. Like I said with the example of the restaurant. So what is the solution? So first of all, you don't want to be over invested into social media in the health community, all of that, because like I said, it's a lot of negativity, or not negativity, but focusing on what you should avoid. But what you should do instead is only follow pages that tell you, oh, this is good for you, you should eat this superfood. And then again, once again, even if it's not true or it's not fully true, at least now you've got a positive reinforcement. Now it's like okay, this page says okay, blueberries have antioxidants, they're great for you. Now, whenever you're gonna eat blueberries, you're gonna think, oh, this is good for me, and it's gonna do good things in your body. Now, you're still gonna stay aware of some things being not optimal for you, but it's about focusing on the good of the food. And like I said, even if you're eating a meal at a restaurant, you know it's been prepared with seed oils. Okay, accept that it's not going to be perfect. You don't have to have a negative mindset about it. Your best bet is to give love to the food, eat it consciously, and do a small prayer. Purify the food mentally. And that is going to help, once again, with the placebo effect and energetically. So even if the food is not perfect, even if you're having dessert, if you're eating with love, you can say, may this food bring energy, clean energy to my body. May it bring me strength and push me towards my goals and purpose. May this food be with love and fill me with the energy of love. You see what inspires you. Now, obviously, if you're at a restaurant, you don't have to say this out loud, but you just take a few seconds to feel it and to think that consciously, and that'll make a world of difference. So your mind is powerful. Be conscious of how you use it. That's going to be it for this video. I'm posting 6 days a week, raw, unedited talks. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe so I can see you tomorrow. And let me know in the comments what you thought of this with the placebo effect, how food affects you. I'm curious to know. Peace.